Well, hello there, ladies and gents. I'm Tammy Sipniski, your crypto queen. Thank you so much for popping by my channel. Please know that this is not financial advice. I'm only here to entertain you, but I will say this, try to only buy on those red candles. And tonight is going to be a review of the Darth token. Just to let you know, this is a paid review. Darth token did reach out to me to say, hey, would you please take a look at our project that's going to be launching soon and inform your community about it and let us know what you think about it. So I went to their Twitter space, and do you know what I saw? It was absolutely crazy. Let's head on over to their website because this is, I've never seen anything like this. Most powerful auto staking, auto compounding protocol in crypto. Look at that. Gains on your investment 383,000%. I'll say that again because I know it's a stunning amount. 383,000%. That's pretty incredible. The best automatic staking and compounding in your wallet. So it's automatically staking and compounding. So normally you have to go and stake your tokens. This does it automatically. If it's just sitting in your wallet, it's automatically going to do all of that. So it makes it very easy, very simple. Get gains every 15 minutes. So that's 96 times a day. You're going to see your supply multiply and your investment multiply. Right now, it is in a pre-sale. Pre-sale starts in 14 days. Let me go on StreamYard just to make sure you guys can actually see it. But yep, you can go over here. If you're wanting to get into the pre-sale, you can start committing in about 15 days. And we can see some of the tokenomics right from here. The total supply is 325,000 Darth. Tokens for pre-sale is about 130,000. Soft cap of 100 BNB. So it is going to be on the Binance Smart Chain, which is great because anything on the Binance Smart Chain, it's it's less money to do business over on the Binance Smart Chain. The gas fees are less expensive. It's just, it's better. It's better like that. Now, another thing that impressed me about Darth, one of the things that I don't like, we always get a lot of questions about, how can we trust this particular token? What's going on with this token? We've all been involved. Well, maybe not all of you, but at some point you will. You will be involved in what is known as a rug pull. Okay. Nobody likes to be involved in a rug pull. How are some of the ways that you can protect yourself from a rug pull? Number one, you can do due diligence on the token. But here's the better thing, to take their smart contract and have it audited. Can you believe that they have already put their smart contract out there? That should be a staple for every single project. Anytime that they're doing a pre launch, they should go ahead and have that smart contract posted. This way, someone can take it and bring it to one of these different services like TARP or Everrise and say, hey, or Rise Up and say, will you guys take a look, a little peek see at the smart contract and let us know what you think of it? Or at minimum, you can run it through the token sniffer to see, just get the basic information about it. The only thing that I really trust Token Sniffer with is just to make sure it's not a honeypot. But over here is their Twitter, and you can see it's, Darth Vader. I don't know how they're getting away with using Darth Vader, right? They'll probably get scared at some point. They'll get a little message from, I don't know, Lucas saying, "Hey man, that's my character. You can't be using that." But if you go over, make sure any token that you're interested in buying into, make sure you follow all of their different social media platforms because you want to stay abreast of any news that's going on. And they do have some different things that are announced here. Make sure you're following them on Twitter. And if you wanted to deep dive into their smart contract, just let me get over that. Well, you know what? Let's finish the website first. So as you can see, their fair launch is going to be in 14 days and 18 hours. Here's the auto stake protocol. Like I said, it was 383%. Darth is transforming DeFi with Darth auto staking protocol that delivers the industry's highest fixed annual percentage yield, rebasing gains every 15 minutes, and a simple buy, hold, earn system that grows your portfolio in your wallet fast. And they give you the contract address. This is great. You can go and take that contract address and have it audited. And oh, yes, the devs have been KYC'd, which is very important, which means they're doxed. The devs are doxed, and they've already run an audit, which they have passed. They do have their roadmap posted. I'm going to be making other videos. They did hire me to make 3 different videos on it, so we're just going quickly over Darth token because there's other stuff that I want to get to, but I do want to commit the very beginning of this live stream to Darth token because they did hire me to do it, and then we'll get into other things, whether that be other cryptocurrencies or other gossip that's going on in the space, and you know what I mean, but I have to get through this first because they did pay for that time slot. These are their tokenomics. 14% buy tax, 16% sale tax. So when you buy, the 14% is 2.5 of Darth is burnt in the fire hole. 5% of the order fees are stored in the insurance fund. 4.5 on the sell. The tunnel goes into the tunnel, and 4% goes to the liquidity pool. Now, for the sell, the only thing that gets bumped up is this the tunnel tax. Darth exchange and wallet. In addition to the auto staking, the token project will have a special wallet in the name of Darth token where investors can hold their tokens to be safe from the central platforms. Let's say that you're holding your tokens in your MetaMask. What if it gets hacked? What if something happens? You lose your tokens. They have a wallet that will be unhackable. Let me knock wood. As for the second plan, it will be a decentralized platform. Some of the Darth decentralized functions, analytical tools, blockchain nodes integration, deposit withdrawal, BEP20 compatible, which means Ethereum, limit in market price, multi-signature wallet configuration, price charts, transaction history, and referral program. All of that is going to be, I imagine this looking like a little bit of a dashboard. So referral program. That means you'd be able to create a link for yourself and put it up on your Twitter or your Telegram or anything that you're doing. And if somebody uses your link, they're going to give you a slice of the pie. How nice is that? I like when people give you a slice of the pie, right? Now, these are some of the different articles that have been written up on them. Actually, I wanted to go to this one. The developers of Darth have introduced the Darth auto staking protocol, a DeFi protocol that offers perhaps the industry's best set of benefits for stakes. The developers of Darth have a DeFi protocol that offers perhaps the best set of. So, are we just going to repeat that? I guess that's not the right one. So, I wanted to go over here. The test net is live. So, we are going to tap that. If you wanted to go and review their smart contract, this is where you would go to do it. This is the GitHub. You would hit the smart contract. If you don't, in fact, trust the audit team, you can go ahead and bring that smart contract to somebody so that they could go through the smart contract for you to see if it is indeed a legitimate project. But I just want to say, you guys, that's a crazy high amount of APY. That's the largest APY that I've ever heard of in my whole entire life. And I do have several questions out to the developers about what exactly is this insurance fund and what is this tunnel fund. I don't know what that is yet. So when the developer gets back to me, I will have those answers for you. But like I said, I had to just do the first 10 minutes of this video for Darth token. Got plenty of time to get into the pre-sale. Plenty of time to get into the pre-sale if you're interested. And I am definitely, well, number one, I am going to have somebody look at that smart contract because we've all been through different projects like HospoWise, which Quinn, that little bum, he never answered me. Remember I had him on the the show. He never said anything. He never responded to anybody. He's ducking the situation. We basically got rugged in Hospo Wise, and I'm super upset about it. I'm glad that I didn't tell you guys about it though. Like I put a tweet out about it, but I didn't make a video about it. Thank goodness I didn't introduce it to you. Just because not that I had like a feeling, but it was a friend of mine and it was just it felt too personal. So I didn't bring it to you. Thank goodness. So I'm definitely going to get into the pre-sale here because I think that high percentage of 383,000%, we could stake it for like 6 months and see where it goes from there. Even if you invest like 1 BNB or 2 BNB, it has to be a win, right? And then no matter what happens, you can sell it because you're not locking it in. It's not where you're taking it to a mine. It's auto staking, meaning that you hold it in your wallet and they're doing the staking right in your wallet. Simple, easy. So like I said, this is my first one. I just wanted to introduce you to it. All of the links for Darth Token are going to be down in the description box. I do have a link to their website. I have a link to their Twitter profile, and I also have a link to their smart contract. It's the GitHub link. So if you want to take a peek at the smart contract or bring it to somebody or refer them the link, this way they can check out that smart contract. It's going to be awesome because I think every single new token, new project that is launching should have that smart contract available for investors to peruse through and get audited themselves. So this is really good. This is one of the reasons why I feel confident in this project. So thank you to Darth Vader Token for sponsoring the first 10 minutes of my live stream to introduce everybody to your token. Now let's get to the gossip. Oh my goodness, who saw the Ryan Patrick live stream tonight with Kings talking about the Phantom Project and how he did his friends dirty by not paying them for AMAs. So, they were talking about the influencer group, your group. I'm in that group. It's a list of like 25, maybe even 30 influencers that were all on the same chat on Twitter. It's mostly people popping in to say, "Hey, good morning," or "Does anybody know anything about this particular token?" or "I'm doing this one," or, "Anybody want to jump on this AMA with me?" And sometimes they'll put their StreamYards link. It's mostly like that. Every now and then, somebody will bring up different projects. There's never insider things going on. Like, nobody ever says, "Hey, get into this one super early," or "Do this super early." It's not like that. So, apparently, King's broadcast, that's his YouTube name, is going to be one of the developers in this Phantom project. Now, everybody knows that Phantom in the presale, they're raising a crap ton of money. They're looking to raise $6 million in the presale because what Phantom is going to do is basically be a Twitter, but for cryptocurrency. Hello, Captain. What's up, my friends? JoJo's in the house. Good evening. Hustle Dimes. What's up, Hustle Dimes? Arturo's in the house. Probably everybody bounced out of here by now. Uh, Auntie Lynn's Trivia. Crypto Queen, what do you think about the Vetter project? I'm unfamiliar with the Vetter project. Elon and Voltolic made Shiba Inu. Voltolic? Oh, Vitalik. Did you mean Vitalik? Okay, Vitalik Buterin. Hey, well, that would be interesting, right? If indeed that were true, that would be super cool. I don't know about Vetter projects. Do they have a chart? And you guys, Strange Inu has just been killing it. Is this it? Vetter token? Let me start shutting down some of the tabs here because my computer is freaking out. It's just too much. Is that the one that you mean? Aunt Lynn's trivia? Well, let me okay. Well, hey, it's seen better days, right? Definitely is entered into an area of accumulation. And well, I mean, you got a lot of different buys and sells here. But anyway, getting back to the Ryan Patrick story. Okay. So there were some people that were upset because when Kings started asking around people if they would do AMAs for his project called Phantom, he was telling certain influencers, hey, these other guys, they're going to be doing it for free. And when you hear that, like, okay, well, everybody in our circle is going to do it for free, then I might as well do it for free too. It's like, they give you the bro discount. That's what I'm using the wrong terminology. It's not called the bro discount. It's called something, bro something. And so a lot of people like Rodney from My Crypto Journeys, he was told that, you know, hey, these guys are doing the AMA for free. So Rodney's like, oh, well, if Austin and Zach are doing the AMAs for free, I'll go ahead and do the AMAs for free too. But, people talk, we talk, and we found out that, in fact, a lot of the other people, the other creators like Ryan Patrick, they were paid for their AMAs. Now, when you have a project like Phantom that has a crap ton of money, like every single time somebody purchases, a percentage of that goes to the marketing wallet. And what is that marketing wallet for? It's to market. Where else are you going to market? The best place to market cryptocurrency is on Twitter and it's on YouTube. That's where everybody is. People are watching YouTube and people are glued to Twitter. If you want to promote your project, where are you gonna go? To your local paper? N Anybody that reads your local paper is not gonna know what the hell cryptocurrency is. These are the platforms to market cryptocurrency, and everybody knows it. So when you have a marketing wallet, that's what it's for. Like, if I launched this is not gonna happen, but let's say I was launching a cryptocurrency and my marketing wallets were swole. Let's say I had like $250,000 in my marketing wallet. I'd want to hire all my friends because I know they're great at what they do. Rodney's great at what he does. Awesome Austin is great at what he does. Sandstorm is really good at what he does. Like everybody, Teddy Ganja is super smart. Like I would want to pay these people for their time. They deserve it. And they offer you their time and their platform to discuss your project. And when people go and listen and, they're interested, it brings them in, brings people in. It's beneficial to the project and it's beneficial to the person that's doing the AMA, right? Isn't that cool? So what happened was Rodney was talking about the fact that indeed he was not paid for his AMA, and then all these other people stepped up and they're like, ooh, Ryan Patrick was in the comment section. He's like, dude, but I got paid. And Rodney's like, "What? You got paid?" So then it came out that, like, a lot of people had been paid and some people didn't get paid, and this caused a little bit of a riff because I think it's called the bro hookup or something. I can't remember how Rodney worded it. It was funny though. And, like, you just don't do that to friends. Like, I feel like if your friend you got this swole marketing wallet, you should want to enrich your friends, because this way, number one, he probably would have given him the friend discount, right? The bro discount. So RGA said there's a lot of these auto compounding tokens on the BNB side. Heard Baked Beans is a good project, but it's hard to get my hands on BNB where I'm at. So I haven't invested in one of these yet. Enticing. It is enticing, and it's a crap ton. It's a crap ton. Tonight was just a very first video that I did just to because the guy hired me for 3. So I just did this to quickly introduce it because I know some people are gonna Google it, and I have all the stuff in the search so they'll find it. It's just quick little 10 minutes. Ahoy, Captain, ahoy. So that's what happened there. So there was a little bit of, just it's tension, and I hate when there's tension in the chat because it's happened before where people don't get along and they start bringing it into the chat, and it just gets uncomfortable because I always just wanna stay out of it. I'm always just like, "Hey, guys, good morning," or half the time, I don't even say good morning, like, I just, "You guys look at Stranger Inu." It's killing it. It's killing it. Do you guys remember this? I told you guys about this when it was in the ones. Did you guys buy this token? Killing it. You know what else is killing it? Freaking Volt Inu is killing it too, man. They're doing a really great job. Their V2 migration went off without a hitch. We'll bring up, and don't forget, it's on 2 blockchains. It's on the Ethereum blockchain and it's on the Binance Smart Chain as well. They had a little bit of a buy contest that whoever broke through the ones first, they would do an audit, a buyback and burn $100,000 worth, and the Binance side broke through the first zero first, so they won. They got that one. But this is the Ethereum side of things, and as you can see, look how this thing pumped, man. This thing, I'm telling you. And the thing about Vault is they have a ton of exchanges to get on. They're already paid for and done. 9 exchanges. 3 of them are top tier exchanges. So if you think you're late to Vault, you're not. You're still early for Volt. If you think you're late for Stranger Inu, you're not. You're still super early for Stranger Inu. Like, there's these awesome little projects that nobody's really heard about yet, and it's very early. Well, I know a lot of you probably have already heard about Volt, but here's the thing, like, it's really starting to gain traction now because people understand, okay, they did this V2 migration to shave some zeros off their price because the bigger exchanges don't wanna deal with all those zeros. They don't wanna freaking deal with that. They want a little amount of zeros. And I know what people think, well, Shiba Inu, that's got a lot of tokens and that's on the big exchanges. Don't forget, like, we're so used to seeing these tokens with massive supplies, like Shinja had that 69 sextillion supply that it started off. Sextillion, 69 sextillion, that's a huge number. Shiba Inu is trillions only. Like, people forget that it's in the trillions because you're so used to seeing quadrillions, quintillions, sextillions. You forget that Shiba Inu does have that smaller amount. Captain's Channel says, got in 19s with 2 BNB on Strange Inu. Got the free NFT coming. Awesome, Captain. That's awesome. Drinmoir says, hey, Tammy, who do you think the Strange Inu team really are? They have a lot of capital promising a lot of things. It's almost too good to be true. I know. And I don't know. I don't know who they are. I communicate with one of them on Telegram and I'm like, "Hey man, you know, what's going on with, you know, everything that's going on? Like, what's with the liquidity, you know?" And he's like, "Yeah, that's we're gonna launch an exchange, like, right away." You know how some people, like Coin ViewCap, they had Bitmart lined up before they even launched? They're gonna be doing that. So Strange, probably is gonna hit Bitmart in a couple weeks. When it hits Bitmart, it's gonna freaking blow up. What is up, Mr. Cryptic? How you doing? How are you doing? Jojo L says, "I am in the top 500 holders." Ooh, for Strange Eno, you go. That is awesome. Man, I'm telling you, we are just pumping for Strange Eno every single day. Every single day has just been a new all-time high for Strange Eno. So I'm very happy that I introduced you guys to that last week. Adam Shelton, he got into it even before that. As a matter of fact, he did a really great video where he showed all of the zeros that were getting shaved off the price like 2 weeks ago and how we all could have been earlier if we had just watched Adam's channel. But, I got you guys in last week, right? Drinmore says, "Wow, I got in right after 300." Cool. Cool. Sweet. Hey, you're way more than doubling your money at this point, right? I'm sure you are. Like, we have just been cruising through. I mean, I remember when this candle over here, I think I got in over here. Remember when this candle looked so big and everybody's like, "Oh, I don't know, all these green candles in a row. It's too late." I don't wanna get dumped on. I'm like, "No." What do I think about Phantom? Oh, you got in because of me? Cool. What do I think about Phantom? I don't know too much about Phantom. All I really know is that it's going to be basically a Twitter for cryptocurrency. I mean, I think that's what Twitter is for, right? I don't understand how they're gonna do better be better than Twitter, where it's just going to be about cryptocurrency. I don't know how you can stop people from talking about other things. Like, I think we already have a platform for that, and it's called Twitter, right? So but the other thing that I want to talk about is what's going on with Saitama. So you guys know that the people on Twitter that are a part of the wolf pack, so you have PR Torres, you have Faltron, you have Anime, you've got Danny, you have all of these core team members that are a part of the wolf pack. They hate all of us. Everybody on the YouTube side, they hate. And they've always called us paid shillers or paid fudders. They think we've been paid to FUD Saitama. I've never been paid to FUD any project, never been paid to FUD Saitama. But just because we said, hey, man, Saitama's really starting to suck. Like they have missed every deadline they said they were going to meet. Every little utility they said would be launched has not been launched on time. When it finally did launch, it was majorly flawed. The tokens they launch are completely flawed. Everything seems like it's scammy, like a rug pull, to be honest with you. And so they've always picked on us that we've been paid fudders, which is bullshit, right? So they have now, and you guys, I think, what's up, Tammy? Are you still vaulted? How you know I'm vaulted? I just talked about vault too. I said still early. I know people think it's late. Maybe they feel like it's late because they see those ginormous green candles. Let me put the vault chart up. You know, they see all those beautiful, ginormous green candles for Volt, and maybe they feel like they're late, but I'm telling you, you're not late, man. You're early. You know, we got the NFTs. I mean, look at that. People see that green candle, all those green candles, and they're like, oh my, I must be late. Look at all those green can. It feels like you're early. We still have all of those exchanges to go. We're early. Okay. Once we start hitting all of those exchanges, 3 of which are top tier exchanges, it's gonna be crazy. So Captain is into both Vault and Strange, you know, yes. Jojo says, "I was live streaming when Seda Wallet failed. I had to cancel the stream and pulled every token out." Oh, man. Yeah, so they have always picked on us. You know the stuff that they said about me. You know, they call me a tranny and they put my picture up against Caitlyn Jenner, you know, all this nonsense. They're just, you know, they're bigots. PR Torres is a bigot. He constantly picks on the LGBTQ community. He's a scuzzy bigot. I hate bigots. I hate bullies that pick on people that they seem as the others. They look down on them, they consider them the others. Any class that would be considered a minority, if somebody's picking on them, they're a bully to me. And he's a scuzzy bigoted bully. That's all PR Torres is. Okay. So, and I don't know why these other cryptocurrencies hire him to speak for them because he is a scuzzy bigot and everybody knows it. But personally, I think all this stuff is just to change the story. They're just trying to flip the script, guys, because I want you to look at this Volt chart. I want you to focus on the beauty of that Volt chart and understand the promise that Volt has. Okay. It's going places. We've got stuff going on. Now I want you to look at a chart called Saitama. Let's take a peek at this Saitama chart. Okay. Why do you think they're starting all of this drama now? Why do you think they're starting to cannibalize their own? It's because their chart sucks, you guys, and they want to flip the script. They don't want the conversation to be, "Oh my gosh, why does Saitama stink?" They want it to be, the Saitama wolf pack is beefing now. They're not getting along now. So now Faltron a couple of days ago on Twitter was like, all of these people who are shilling shit tokens should be ashamed of themselves. So, of course, naturally, we know he's talking about PR Torres in anime because they're constantly shilling tokens on Twitter, even though they called us paid shillers. They're doing the same exact thing, but on Twitter. And they're making a shit ton more money than I am. Like they're making like 30 grand a month on shilling stuff over there. You could ski down the Saitama chart. That's right. Everybody could. You got in the end of January? Those people are just awful. The Twitter spaces with them, that's not going to attract people to their crypto. I agree 100%. But this is what I think, okay? I think this could all be a ruse for them beefing because I think they want to flip the script. Like I said, they want the narrative to be, oh, the wolf pack is beefing. They're turning on one another because they don't want people to pay attention to the chart. Look at the chart. Look at the chart, you guys. Do you remember? I don't know how new you are to my channel. I told you guys to sell out of Saitama in the eights. And that's when they started getting on me because I saw this. I saw this downward motion here. And when it bounced up this last time, I said, oh, down here. I said, guys, we got a buy signal for Saitama. Everybody was jumping up and down. They were so happy because they had already started to say that I was a futter. Because I'm like, what's going on with Saitama? If you question it one little bit, you're a futter. And I saw it started to go. There was a buy signal. I'm like, oh, we have a buy signal for Saitama finally. Everybody's like, yay, you're back. Yay. And then it started to go back down again. I'm like, I'm getting out, dumping Saitama. That's it. I'm done. Dudes, look where we are now. 65. So what they're trying to say is that because PR Torres and anime are shilling other shit tokens, that it's poaching money from Saitama. People are pulling their funds from Saitama to get into these other tokens. That's why Faltron and Kelbel and Danny are also pissed off. Um, it's nobody's business where people put their money. Of course, people are selling Saitama. Everybody's jumping ship on Saitama. Freaking JB, King JB is selling Saitama. We found out today, anime, anime has been dumping Saitama every single day. And how do we know that? Because Faltron outed him. Faltron has his wallet. I don't know how Faltron got his wallet. Maybe he gave him money at some point. I don't know because they were insinuating that anime at one point cried to everybody that he didn't have any money. He couldn't pay his rent. So he had to be helped out type of thing. Maybe that's how he has his wallet. So Faltron's like, dude, you dump Saitama every single day. You've been selling Saitama. And all of this time, they've been saying shit to us like, "Oh, you're fudding, you're paid fudders, people fud, you fud." No, no, I don't need to fud a project that's dying. We can see it is in the last gasps here. It's a dying token. Like, you guys understand that, right? Like, it's dying because their utility is not working. Now, remember, Steve Rocket Crypto said the utility will never work. There's a flaw in SataMask. Something happened with the design of SataMask. They don't know what it is. There's rumor and innuendo that whoever actually created SataMask left a back door there to get in just in case these people didn't finish paying their bill. And he could always turn the off switch on the thing. And apparently that's what happened, right? That's what Steve Rocket Crypto told Rodney. They stiffed the person with the bill that did the coding for SataMask, and he's screwing him up. Like, he never completely finished it. And it just seems to me like all of that smacks of truth because everything that Steve Rocket Crypto said, even before SataMask even launched, has all come true. There's a problem with the code. Nothing seems to work properly. Nothing seems to work correctly, and nobody knows how to fix it. And I'm sure you heard Max Equation is out of the equation. They have him off SataMask. They said that they've got him working on something else, some other big utility, but not Saitamask. They're bringing people in to try to figure this shit out because he can't. Maybe he even threw his hands up and was like, dude, I don't know. I've tried everything, man. I don't know. Could that be the case? Why would they get rid of him? He's been there this whole time. Why the frick they getting rid of him? So it makes me believe that what Steve Rocket Crypto told Roddy is 100% true. They hired somebody else to do it. They stiffed him with the bill, and the coders usually do that. They use a back door, they leave it there. If anything falls through with their contract, they're not properly compensated. They have a way to screw up that program, hit an off switch, whatever they have to do. They're coders. They know what the hell they're doing with this stuff. They do it all the time. Pepsi Aaron says, "Hey, hello, Tammy. Love from the Volt Army. Have a great night. Thank you very much. Love to you guys too. Up and talking about Volt all the time. Max was a Unix guy. Okay. Well, I don't know. If he doesn't know Solidity, maybe? I don't know what his problem is, but it's just, So anyway, they've been beefing on Twitter for the past 2 days. It's gotten so ugly. Shaka was there yelling at Faltron because Shaka does the same thing. He talks about the same shit tokens that PR Torres and Anime talk about. So Faltron's like, Shaka, I'm not talking about you. I didn't even address you. I'm talking to these two clowns. And he said, if you're talking about them, you're talking about me because I shill the same tokens they shill. So if you're saying that they're shilling shit, you're saying to me that I'm shilling shit. It's not right. And then Faltron said, you guys pay very close attention to this because this is messed up. You guys are not even allowed to shill. You're not supposed to be shilling because you signed an NDA with Saitama. What? They signed an NDA with Saitama? So this whole time, all of these people that we thought were the Wolfpack leaders, Faltron, PR Torres, Anime, Kelbell, Davey, Shaka, these people have all been paid to shill Saitama. They're not organically supporting the project and they're, just loving the project because they're investors. They're the guys that are paid to lift the project up. They're the ones that are paid to shill the project. They've never, ever admitted that to anybody before. But because they were beefing and fighting all over Twitter like children, their emotions got hot and heavy and they were letting stuff slip out like the NDA. Like, you guys are not even supposed to be shilling stuff. And PR is like, no, man, that's not true, man. It doesn't say that in the NDA at all. We're allowed to shill other stuff. And Danny came up and he's like, actually, no, you're not supposed to. Your NDA clearly says that when you're shilling Saitama, you're not supposed to shill anything else. So how much do you think these dudes got paid to shill Saitama? Like, what was it they got paid? How much did they get paid? Are they still paid? Because we know all of the devs are dumping. I mean, look at this chart. This is not people like you and me taking profits out of Saitama or our small holdings out of Saitama. This is massive dumps. So the other day there was a 135 ETH sale. Supposedly that was King JB dumping out his wallets. Like, people are getting out of Saitama because with every project that you're in, regardless of when you get in, you should always have, okay, you know what? I have an exit strategy for this token. If everything goes to hell, if every little thing goes to hell and this project looks like it's about to rug, it's about to fail, where is the ripcord that you pull to get the hell out of that project? So let's say you bought a cryptocurrency, and I'm just using numbers here to make it easy. Let's say it was a dime a token. So you bought in at a dime a token, right? And you saw a lot of profits. Maybe it went to 20 cents, maybe it went to 30 cents, 40 cents, maybe you took a little bit of profits, but you left yourself a nice moon bag. Maybe you put like $100 in and you took like a couple hundred out, like, yeah. And then like profits went crazy. And let's say in your wallet, got all the way up to like $20,000. This is what happened with Saitama holders. Like the people that got in really early, their bags were swole, dude. They were swole. The night of Vegas, Ryan Patrick told us his holdings in his wallet the night of Las Vegas, you guys be prepared. $900,000 is what he had in Saitama the night of Las Vegas. He didn't sell not one token. Not one token did this guy sell. $900,000 and he didn't pull any profits. He just recently dumped half his Saitama. I think it was like at 15 and they were all over his shit for dumping at 15 when he had $900,000 and left it like the doctor, Dr. Praveen. He had $70 million in Saitama, $70 million in Saitama, and watched it go down, like in the chart here. He watched it go down this mirror chart right here. He watched that shit dump, and he didn't take any profits, just watched it. Okay. So, what do you do? What do you do with that? It's disgusting. These people are paid to show their product. They don't tell anybody. Meanwhile, they're taking out. They're taking King JB dumped. You know, they busted Russ dumping. They traced his wallets and were like, hey, man, those are team wallets. They've been selling their Saitama to put liquidity into Sata Realty. They bought Terrarium. They dumped on Terrarium. That's one of the things that hurts the Terrarium chart. It was them doing it on purpose because they knew Terrarium was going up and they needed money. They needed money to put liquidity into SataMask. And this whole time, anytime that these guys, Russ was on any AMAs, he's always like, what? No, I don't sell any tokens. Everything that we've done, these AMA partnerships, the boxing thing, this over here, all of this we've paid out of pocket. Going to Dubai, that was all paid out of our pockets. You know, we're filthy rich. Like, this is what he said during an AMA. I'm a businessman. Like, I don't need a marketing wallet for this token because I'm a businessman. I should be able to generate revenue from this cryptocurrency. We don't need to pay those taxes to a marketing wallet. Well, first of all, they have a renounced contract. It is what it is. They can't even put a marketing wallet in here. That's why they had to partner up with this dummy token to get a marketing wallet, which was, I think, a total setup. I think they were a part of that from the commission token from the very beginning. But he told people, "No, I'm not. No, of course not. I'm not dumping Saitama. The chart's looking like shit, and I'm not doing that. I'm not dumping anything." And it was found out that, in fact, he was. So then he had to freaking confess. And then what did he say? Well, these things, they have to be paid for somehow. The AMA partnerships and, all of the work, the infrastructure that we have to have because of SataMask, the servers, all of that is overhead costs and we need to pay for it somehow. Yeah, but that's not what you said 3 weeks ago. And the chart is continuing to dump because you're dumping it. What do you say about a cryptocurrency that chart keeps going down very slowly, like this? What do you think that's called, you guys? Would you guys call that a slow rug? Would you call it a slow rug? So there are other cryptocurrencies that projects like TARP and Rise Up constantly pick on. Shinja, Terrarium. No, I shouldn't say Terrarium. But there's other projects. Oh, Lily Token, Lily Finance. There's these projects that these tokens pick on. Like, this is a problem with your smart contract. This is what's going wrong here. Have you ever looked at Saitama? Have you ever looked at Sata Realty? Why do they not talk about them? They're hypocrites. They're either one, on the take, or two, not very intelligent. And I don't believe that of just Moonshot. I think he's an intelligent person. So is he hypocritical? Is my camera out of focus? A little bit. Um, I don't find that. I haven't sold my CVC sucks. Price didn't go up, but it's a real good project with real utility. Most crypto. Well, let's take a look at that chart for you. So right now I have up the Saitama chart. Let's bring up the coin view cap chart as well. You're right. It does suck that it's not going up because he's got all of these exchange listings announced. He does seem to have good utility. It makes you wonder what the hell is going on. If they have all of this great utility and they have all of these exchanges in the pipeline, what the hell is going on? What the hell's going on with that chart? If it's a good project, and I had Keith on for an AMA, a highly intelligent individual. He reminds me of my brother. He's the kind of person that, and this is true of a lot of geniuses, you try to talk so fast, you're constantly stumbling over your words. I do it too. I'm not saying I'm a genius though. Your lips literally can't keep up with your mind, so you're always stumbling over your words. That's a sign of a genius. And I'm not saying I'm a genius, but I'm saying my brother is. He always does that. And what the hell's going on? Why is this happening? He was on my show. He did a great, I shouldn't say show, I should channel. He was on my channel. He did a great job. He answered all of my questions. I think you're right. I think that project is chock full of utility. Why is this happening? What do you guys think? I think there was a lot of people that fudded this project. They fudded it. They took their profits and they went somewhere else. That's what happened. That's what happened here. And or it could be like a situation like what I had. I thought it had more utility than it actually has. Like I thought there was going to be a different aspect of it, and it wasn't that. It's basically a coin market cap without prejudice. But do people really care about coin market cap's prejudice? I mean, all you really want from CoinMarketCap is to be able to pull up a cryptocurrency, look at the chart, see how many holders they got, like basic information, then you're out, right? Does anybody sit there and say, "Ooh, Hex is not number 12 like they should be. Saitama is not, ranked in the top 10 like it should be." Nobody sits there and looks at it like that. If I want what why does it help that kind of information? Why would it help anybody to know at one point Saitama was $1 billion token? That helps nobody. Look at that shit now. Would that have helped anybody to know that Saitama was $1 billion token? It just meant that more than a bunch of fools got $1 billion bilked out of them. Is that information that can help anybody? So as much as I do like Keith and I like CoinMarketCap, I think it's what we would call a duplicative project, where it's the same thing as CoinMarketCap. It is a little cooler. I'll give it to you. It is a little cooler, but something's up with this chart. I don't like the way this chart looks. I think he's not taking feedback. I've heard that too. People have made suggestions to him and he doesn't want to listen to people. And look at, dude, it's lower than, wait a second. Is this lower than the launch price? No, we're almost to the presale price. The presale price was 1, like all those zeros, 1, and then zeros after it. So if you put money into the presale, you bought into the presale, you're about to break even, right? Oh, you know what? I totally missed my point before. When you're in a project, I can't believe I forgot this. You need to have your exit strategy in place. You need to have that moment, that area. Let's take this cryptocurrency, for instance, CoinViewCap. You bought into the presale. You bought in $1,000 into the presale. Okay. You bought for 0.0000 point, no, 0.001 0.001 was the price, 1. Now You pumped all the way up here. Let me get this comment off. Hold on a second. Diamond hand strategy does not work. No, it doesn't. It's the same money jumping from project to project. You're right. There is a finite amount of funds. I do agree to that. But let's say you didn't take your profits up here. Let's say you didn't take profits all the way up here, and you just watched it drain. And maybe you didn't even take profits here and you watched it drain. Where is your exit strategy? Do you finally dump out? Where do you dump out? Where? You need to have an exit strategy in place. Like at minimum, your exit strategy should be, if you were in the pre-sale price. So if you are in coin view cap into the pre-sale, you should start thinking about selling soon. I'm not kidding you. Look at this. Where is the line of support? We don't even really have support lines here. There's been, because the chart is so new, there's literally no areas of accumulation here yet. It's just a dumping chart. Where is your exit strategy? Like these are look at this wall of sells, you guys. These are people saying, I'm getting the F out. Look at this 6 ETH, 2 ETH, 3.5 ETH. You know, one of my friends during the AMA, I didn't have my phone near me because he gets weird feedback into my microphone, so I can't have it close to the microphone. He was sending me messages during the AMA. My friend bought 10 Ethereum worth of coin view cap because I gave this dude an AMA. My friend, he's like a wealthy guy, and he wanted the guy to understand that it was because of me he bought it, and he's so funny. He's like, "I wanted to let him know it was because of you. He had a little mini bull run. You see, like, the last little green candle, that was my friend buying the 10 ETH in, and that 10 ETH dwindled away. I feel so bad. Like, my friend basically lost all that money. He tried to help this guy. He thought maybe it would cause, a little momentum in the project, but people won out. Too many people. Captain's channel says too many people watch the Bitcoin pizza guy. You can't diamond hand all projects. Yeah. That was a once in a lifetime thing, right? The Bitcoin thing. Diamond hand strategy doesn't work. Yep. Dumbing bags on his head. Keith is great, very transparent. And that's true. He is great. He's transparent. But dude, his chart sucks. He needs to do something. There's too many people hating on him, and there's got to be a reason why. He's either not taking advice, he's doing something wrong, because everything, like I said, the utilities here, it's a ripoff of CoinMarketCap. That's what it is. But something's happening. That it's not. Where do you rip out? Okay, where's your rip cord for this project? At least don't lose money. So if you bought into the pre-sale, dump it now. Get out. Get out. Get out. Let me put the strange view in your chart back up because I want to check it out. People are strange when you're a stranger. Faces look ugly when you're alone. Mhm. Women are wicked when you're strange. Okay, hey. We had every single day, we've been hitting an all-time high. Every single day is a new all-time high. When I started covering this token, we had like 200 plus holders. Now we're up to, let me look over here, 735 holders according to Dex Tools. Very close to 800 holders. We have a total market cap of over $3 million. And a lot of people are getting in with some bigger buys to BNB. Of course, we have people taking profits as well. My woman is up. I hear her walking around. It's late here for me. It's after 1 a.m. But you know what, guys? It is 1 a.m. I should keep this a little quiet. I should be quiet. I should be more quiet. Too many people watch the Bitcoin pizza. I already read that one, right? Does anybody want me to pull up any other chart before I bank on out of here? I mean, this is just I'm so excited about this one, and it's because this is really like the first big token that I from the very beginning, you know? From the very beginning. This is it. This is I feel like this could be the next Saitama, but with actual utility. That's what I think. That's how I feel. Like they've already got the staking. There was a little bit of a hiccup with staking. Okay. So if you want to stake your tokens today, there was a little bit of a hiccup, but they're going to fix it. Max Mark says, I didn't get into the project due to the whole IP. I don't know what IP. Captain's channel says first 1,000 holders with QMB get the free NFT. That's right. Jojo says Stranger is not stopping. Doctor Strange movie comes out May 5th. By the way, they're not affiliated with the token. Damn it. Yeah, they wanted me to say that in one of my last videos. They are not affiliated with Doctor Strange, Marvel Comics, or the DC verse or whatever, or Disney World. Not affiliated with any of them, but it is a pretty cool token. When Disney and Marvel hears of this, they might come up with a snap like Thanos. Yeah, but you know what? They've already done everything they had to do. They said they've distanced themselves from that. You know, they said they're not affiliated with Doctor Strange or Disney or anything. So I think that's, they've covered their bases. They've covered their bases. I mean, you can't copyright a vortex, right? Like a spinning circle of flames. You can't really copyright that, which is what the little icon looks like. So we'll see. Who knows? Who knows what'll happen? But yep. So that was all the drama. Drama with Saitama. So they're all turning on one another because the price chart is way down. And I still think it's because they're trying to distract from the fact that the price looks like shit. And the people that they've told to hold on, they told people like you that have small wallets. Maybe you have $1,000 left of Saitama. Maybe you only have a dust wallet of a couple $100. Shit, my MetaMask wallet is worth like $35. I think at one time it was worth 500. $500 worth of Saitama is now worth 35. So they told people like you and me to hold, hold, hold. Meanwhile, these multi-millionaire mother effers are dumping. They're taking our money and running. So they're trying to change the conversation from you know, your chart looks like a slow rug, bro, to, oh, you show other shit tokens. And that's why the chart is down because people are pulling their money out to go to other tokens. No, people are not even selling their tokens. Not why would I sell my tokens on MetaMask? The tokens I have there wouldn't even cover the gas fees it costs to unload those tokens. So they're just going to sit there in my wallet as a dust token, along with some of the other bad projects I got into, like Galactic Bunny. It's just going to sit there like a pile of shit until the day I decide to delete it. You know what I'm saying? They're ridiculous. So they have been dumping this whole time, and they know it. They've been dumping. But they told you to hold. They wanted you to hold your bag. So if you were down to like $500, they wanted you to hold your $500 bag so they could dump on you $15,000 a day. They've been pulling out 3 ETH every day, 3, 5, 4 ETH every day. Dump, 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 dump. They don't care. They never cared about you. They got paid to shill this token. They'll continue to shill it until it's completely dead, until that liquidity is unlocked and Russ finally runs away with it. But of course, he'll blame the other dev, V, who is into Robo Inu now. They'll blame her. They'll say she took it. And she's not even involved with the project anymore. She gave all the information over to them, but they're totally going to blame her for it. So, yep. My $500 Shibnobi is worth $30 according to Uniswap. Is that correct? Or is there a hiccup there? Oh, were you affected with that thing? That thing that happened? I mean, hey, Shibnobi sucks too, right? I'm just keeping it real. Like they stink up the place now. Let's quickly look at the Shinja chart. They need to do something fast. Every time these guys look like they're having a little bit of a bull run, something happens. You either had the pre-salers dumping, which caused everybody else to dump, or this last hiccup, or one of the whales, the big whales, got out and it caused the chart to look terrible. And when people saw that, they just assumed it was another pre-sale wallet dumping. So then they get, look at this. Come on, guys. This is Shibnobi. This looks no different than the Saitama chart. At one point, do we stand up and say, you guys look like shit? Your chart looks like shit. Stop pretending like you're superior to everybody else. Your chart looks like shit. This looks like the Saitama chart. What are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it? He said he was going to take out the liquidity so he could do a buyback and burn. How the fuck did that go? Did that help us at all? No, he went in and messed with the smart contract and caused an even further sell off. He messed something up. Remember, the people had tokens missing. Now they have to go to a Shibnobi fix it site. Hey, if Shibnobi fucked you, we made a site for you so you can go get your tokens back. Oh, thank you. Thank you. You're going to give me the tokens you stole from me. Thanks. Come on. Nobody wants that. Seriously, guys. This should not look like this. After the first pre-saler dumped on Shibnobi, he should have put that bought in right away. End of problem. He should have protected the holders, but he didn't. So it happened again and again. And then the last time it dumped, I thought it was I thought his bot got beat. I was like, hey, look at another huge red candle. Looks like Cliff's bot got beat. And then somebody was like, oh, it was actually a whale that was exiting. It wasn't a pre-saler. It was an early buyer. But at that point, the chart looks so bad. Who cares who it was? Somebody big got out. And when you see smart money exiting, makes you want to exit too. I think this was what, March? No, let me find it. I think it might have been here. Yeah, I think this was like the final, or maybe it was this one, February. I can't, no, it had to be this one. That was a whale getting out. And I was like, nah, I'm out. I'm out. So really, I had a lot of hopes in Shinja. I really did. Like, I thought they were going to be the next Saitama. I really did. But turns out I was wrong. Turns out I was wrong. Do you guys know who the first influencers were that started talking about Shinja? I didn't even remember this because I guess I wasn't really following them too much back then. But the first influencers to talk about Shinja, they hired the big guns. They hired Austin Hilton and they hired Zach Humphreys. Like, those are the big guys. So they hired them to pump Shinja, and it did. They did a real good job pumping Shinja, and they brought all these people in, and now the ride's over. You know, now they don't have anybody making videos for them. And I don't know if you guys saw the AMA I had done on Sandstorm's channel with Cliff and Strong, but this is how out of touch I feel they are with reality. I feel like when these developers are held in such high regard and they feel like they have this status in the token, they surround themselves with sycophants and yes men and people that are incapable of telling them the truth. So they're just like, oh man, you're so great. Like, your project is the best one out there. You have nothing to fear. Your project is great, man. It's great. That's what they hear all day long. You're the best project. You're the best project. And at some point, they start to believe it and they stop thinking about you, the holder, and how they should be held accountable to you because you're investing in them. We own tokens, so we own Shibnobi the way he does. It's like being a stockholder in a company, right? So I think all day long they hear this, you're great, you're great, you're great, and they just start to believe it. gets ingrained in there. I'm the best. They hear it so much. These people, these yes men are just drilling it into their heads. And then finally, when they have somebody say, "Hey, snap out of it. You're starting to stink up the place. Like you suck." They can't take it. They're stunned. They're like, so anyway, I went on Sandstorm's channel for an AMA with Cliff because his ass summoned me there, which I'm like, what? The night before, he was having an AMA on his YouTube channel, and he's like, "Somebody tell Sandstorm that I want to go on his channel tomorrow and talk about something. Oh yeah, and tell Tammy to be there because I owe her one." Wait, you summoned me to somebody else's channel to meet you in the middle of the day on a Friday because you owe me one? Didn't ask if my schedule was free. I just got like a nervous DM from Sandstorm saying, "Hey, be at my channel at 11 a.m. tomorrow. Cliff wants us there. Gotta be there." And I'm like, okay. Look, I thought he had something to tell me. I thought it was going to be like a really big deal, like an important thing, like a big announcement for Shinja that was going to send the chart skyrocketing. So I went. I figured that's what it was, right? Wouldn't you think that? And we get there and he's just droning on and on about some nonsense, and I'm like, yeah, I'm like watching the chart go down. And then he turns to me and he says, "Okay, Tammy, well, what are your questions?" And I'm like, "My questions?" I'm like, "I don't have any questions. I don't know what I'm doing here." And they're like, "Oh, to ask questions." I'm like, "About what?" I'm like, "First of all, you guys, I said this to them. I said, "You guys need to hire people to promote your token." They're like, "People talk about our token, we have our own channel. We have a YouTube channel. We go on every night." And I said to Cliff, I'm like, "You're not Oprah. People don't want to sit there and listen to you every day. You've made yourself too available. There's nothing special about your YouTube channel. Look at your chart. You're not Oprah. You need to hire." And I told him this when we went off camera. I think they expected me to bank out of the StreamYards, like I wasn't gonna stick around and talk to them, but I got balls, I don't care. And I'm like, "You need to hire influencers." "Oh, we don't, we shouldn't do," I'm like, like Saitama had Steve Rocket Crypto, just some little YouTuber that they plucked out of anonymity. That guy had a couple hundred subscribers when he started talking about Saitama. By the time he left, he helped build the Wolf Pack to over 300,000 holders. And I can't even remember how many subscribers he had, but a lot. And he helped build the Wolf Pack to what it was. Cliff was going off script tonight. What did he say? What did he say, Mr. Cryptic? Yeah, he should go off script because his script sucks. um, I'm like, "You guys need to hire people like Steve Rocket Crypto." He's like, "Well, what do you mean?" I'm like, "Get like 5 guys that don't have that many subscribers, and all they can do is sit around and talk about Saitama all day." Like these smaller YouTubers, like I threw a couple names at them, like people that are my friends, and I asked them like 2-Bit Crypto and Jazz. I'm like, "Hey, do you guys, if Cliff reached out to you to make videos for Shinja, would you guys be able to make like at least 1 video a day about Shibnobi, maybe even 2?" And they're like, "Hell yeah." Like, "Yes, I would." So I had these guys like lined up, gave their names to Cliff. He never reached out to them because he feels like because he's Cliff at Shinja, he doesn't have to pay anybody. That people should just be blessed to speak about Shibnobi. Like it's a blessing for you to talk about Shibnobi. It's your luck. It's your good day. It's your good fortune that we're going to let you talk about Shibnobi. And then he's like, "Oh, Tammy, I know you made videos. Your videos, they were some of my favorite." That's not what I was looking for. I don't care if I know my videos were the best, top notch, because I used to highly produce my videos. Now I just go live because why would I edit a video for 10 hours? It's not appreciated, right? I'd much rather go live and not spend 10 hours editing. The last video I edited that took like 6 hours was the Bobatama video. And that chart is sinking, so nobody watched that video. Well, I shouldn't say that. It did get views, but, you know. So I'm like, yeah, I don't know why they don't listen to people. Men don't want to listen to women. And everything I said made perfect sense. You need to have people marketing for you to fight against your FUD. You don't have that. All you have is you. The only reason that I made videos for Shibnobi is because people requested them and they were the it token at the time. So I made a couple of videos about them. That was it. I haven't talked about them since. The only time I ever bring up Shibnobi is to talk about what a disaster they are. They're terrible. The best thing they've done lately is to hire Teddy Ganja to be their, chief technology officer, the CTO. It's the best thing they've done so far, and, their chart is taking a beating for it. I think if they wanna keep people happy, they've gotta start focusing on their chart. They're so focused on what the FUD was about their dojo swap, they lost sight of the holders. Get your freaking blockchain done. Launch the Katana wallet. Launch the Kasari blockchain. Where's that gaming platform, dude? Well, actually, I think the gaming platform could be a saving grace for them, but we'll have to see. They've got like a mess of people in India, all these guys crammed into like an apartment, and all they're doing is coding all day. So it'll probably be done in like 2 months. So, yeah. Oh, sorry, I've been missing your comments. That's how it should be. Cliff, I wonder what did he say? Did you tell me what Cliff said? Why you felt like he was off script? I tweeted at them today, and well, no response. Pretty much don't care about the 1 to 1,000 buyers, even though the 2Ks are in the shithole. I know. Yeah, it's just it's sad that they just really don't care. That's why we have to start finding these newer projects like Stranger Inu, like these projects like Volt Inu, these projects that have real potential and that have a lot going for them. Because what Shibnobi and Saitama, they got so big. They felt like everybody loved them so much. We don't need to go on any more exchanges. Cliff hasn't talked about getting on an exchange. I don't even know for how long. Like, that's what we need. Voltino has all of these exchanges all lined up, ready to go back to back to back to back. 3 of them are top tier exchanges. Strange Inu is banking the money to get on Bitmart right away. Right away. They've already launched staking. They're going to be getting on. When this goes on Bitmart, I'm taking profits. Just I'm telling you right now, when this goes, it'll probably like 2x when it hits Bitmart. And don't forget, we still have holders to go. We don't even have 1,000 holders yet. Like it is still incredibly early here. Mr. Cryptic says 99% of projects will fail. It's true. But a lot of them fail because of the developers and lack of utility, right? They lack utility. They don't have a vision and they lack utility. Good for you. Everybody should start moving a lot of their assets to some of these bigger cryptocurrencies like crypto.com, like Gala, like Cardano, uh, Avalanche, of course, Ethereum, of course, Solana, of course, Harmony One. These tokens that are actually going to hold and maintain their look, it's a bull market right now. Everybody's down, but not down the way that, say, Tom and Shibnobi are down, like, that's seriously down, right? So we know it's a bull market. I mean, a bear market, I'm so sorry. We are in a bear market right now, and it's ugly, dude. It's ugly, but it's not that bearish the way these charts have dipped. Oh my gosh. If I don't even wanna tell you how much money I lost in Shibnobi. It's embarrassing, and because I just kept saying to myself, "It's gonna bounce back." I try Cliff is so smart. He's a coder. He knows what's going on. It's gonna bounce back. It's gonna bounce back. So I kept buying the dips and buying the dips and buying the we must be true to our family, not our projects. Our money does that. Yep. So true, right? Like you've got to take your profits. Let's say you bought into Strange Enu when I told you to buy it last week. I hope you've pulled profits. I hope you've pulled your profits out. At least, I mean, if you have 4x'd, there's no reason why you shouldn't pull out your main investment. Leave the rest in there for a moon bag. If you want to pull more out next week when we eat a zero, do that because we're definitely going to eat a zero by next week. We've been blazing up this chart all week. Every single day has been a new all time high, one right after another. So when we eat this zero next week, take more profits. You know, don't be like me. Buy into Shibnobi when it hits Bitmart and watch my $200 go up to $1,000 and I didn't take anything. No, I did take the initial profit out, but then when it came down and went low, I wound up sinking it all back in. So it's like even though I took profit, I didn't really because I kept buying it back. I kept buying the dips. I learned a valuable lesson. Trust no man. No matter how incredibly intelligent you think a man is, they're just a man. They're flawed. They don't know what the hell they're doing. If they don't have every single one of these guys needs a woman on the team. I'm sure you guys know of the 10th man theory. In case you've never watched World War Z, great movie. And when Brad Pitt was over in Israel, the one of the guys from Israel explained the 10th man theory to him. So you have a group of people, 10. And if 9 come to a consensus that, a problem, like somebody said to them, they got a memo saying there's zombies in the world. They're like zombies are killing people. 9 of the guys were like, that's impossible. Zombies, it's not real. It's science fiction shit. Like that's a horror movie. That's not true. He was the 10th man. And he said, it's my job as the 10th man to say it's possible and we need to protect ourselves from it. We didn't believe that terrorists were going to kidnap us during the Olympics. We didn't believe that Hitler was going to kill all of us in the Holocaust. And we didn't believe you guys don't believe in the zombies. It was his job to say, this could happen and I need to prepare for it. I'm the 10th man. So every single cryptocurrency project, all these guys, they're all men, all stuck together. They need a 10th man in that room with them, and it should be a woman. The 10th man should be a woman. I'm going to freaking needle point that on a pillow. The 10th man should be a woman because they need a woman's perspective, right? A woman can sometimes judge people and have a perspective that men miss. They just do. Like, I feel like Cliff is missing it. Like, he thinks, but what? I have Shinja. Look, we're the best. Like, I feel like he doesn't get it. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like last month when I told him you need more people to market you, he should have done that. What would it have cost him to hire those smaller YouTubers? Even if he gave them like $5,000 for the month, they would have been grateful for that money and they would have produced content for him every single day. What the hell is your marketing wallet for? If you're not going to use it to market, what are you doing with that money? Each time somebody buys and sells, that money goes into the marketing wallet. What are you doing with it? You're sure as hell not putting that money into your YouTube channel. We have a freaking Arri Alexa camera. We know that's not the case. Yes, you're 100% right. Cardano, Gala, the crypto.com coin, like these are all really good, solid cryptocurrencies. Solana is really good. Avalanche is really good. I just try to put a lot into those. I think single finance has a good future. Mad Meerkat, I think, on the decentralized side, has a lot going on with staking. Everybody should be staking on the DeFi side of crypto.com. The APYs are insane, not as insane as the Darth Vader token. That's in 383,000,000%. I can't wait to get into that one. But guys, oh, okay. I'll promote it for free. I love the project, but the chart poops. Does poop. Well, guys, that's going to do it here for me today. I do thank you so very much for joining me. And I hope the guy from Darth Vader token doesn't mind that I spent the rest of the time after I reviewed his token swearing and stuff. But hey, I gave him 10 minutes of my time just to introduce you to it. I'll have to, he hired me for 3 videos, so I'll have to make another 2 about it. But I guess what I'll do is I'll buy it, I'll buy in to the pre-sale because damn, what is that going to look like? So let's say I buy, because they're going to have a finite supply. It's only 370 to 325,000 tokens. That's all there's going to be. So they've got to be, it's going to have to be like at least a couple dollars a token, right? Like with that limited supply, it's going to have to be that much a token. So I'm going to buy it and I just can't wait to see what that looks like. What the hell does 383,000,000% look like? Just compounding continually. Every 15 minutes, you're getting more and more and more and more. 96 times a day, you're getting more money. What does that look like? Crazy. All right, guys. Well, I very much appreciate you so very much for tuning in to my channel. And I have to think of a name. Like everybody's got names for the people that come to their channel to watch. Like Teddy's got the Ganja Goons. Um, Rodney's got the Degens. Ozzy Austin calls his people the A team. Like I have to come up with a name for my community. Something for the Crypto Queen channel, right? What do you think I should name you guys? Well, think about it and leave it in the chat if you have any recommendations, or you can always slide on into my DMs. Slide on into my DMs and send me some recommendations. I would appreciate that. Well, it is now 1:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. My neighbor's head is right there. I should probably be talking a little more close to the microphone and a little more quietly to not the queen's bees. Queen's bees. Cryptomaniac. Somebody did recommend that before. The queen's bees. I don't know. I don't know. I'll have to think about it. The queen's court. Yeah, the queen's court. Yes. Yes, Captain's channel. I like that. I do. I like that one. I think that's one of the yes. Or but would it be like entering the court of the queen? Would I the court is a place though, right? I have to think about it. Honeypot stirs? The queen's jesters. Yeah. Yeah, now we're talking. Yeah, I okay. I want to think about this. Okay, guys. Well, I'm going to end it here because it is very late. And I do have to get to bed. And thank you so much for coming by my channel. And remember, all of the links for Darth Vader token are down in the description. Their Twitter, their website, and the link to their smart contract. So if you want to take the smart contract to be audited somewhere, get it checked over, you 100% can do that if you want to. And that's going to do it here for me tonight. Thank you so very much for joining me. And until next time, remember, try to only buy on those red candles. And please, please take